Good evening, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. I'm T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG. So guys, we have a bunch of stuff to talk about. So here's the reason, one reason why you need to be in Tom's Army. It's just this simple. We talked about before the daily close. I came on, did an update. Only 30 people or so have watched it so far. That's typical. So make sure if you're part of Tom's Army, you make sure you get that exclusive content, because we talked about XRP, XLM, DGB, ZIL, VeChain, and Doge. And we talked about this drop right here, about DGB coming down to 5.7. We talked about XRP working its way back down to $1.13, and Bitcoin starting to approach back down under that 62.9 and possibly coming down to the moving average in the 4 hour. And we were talking about not only coming here, but if we hit this, because it seemed like we were coming down to the 4 hour time frame. So we talked about coming here. So this is what we had talked about in the update for the members of Tom's Army. So there's 170 members of Tom's Army. So my goal is to get to 200. So if you want to throw back, if you want to pay it forward for the show, for my time, the best way to do it is to join Tom's Army. Help me get to my goal of 200 subscribers in Tom's Army. I want to have the strongest community on YouTube. And by that, I'm transparent. I tell you what's going to happen before it happens, both ways. Even if I think it's going to be bearish, if we have a bullish sentiment in the charts, I'm going to say it. So XRP, bottom line, we closed under $1.18, and I told everybody in my update that that was going to allow us to come down to $1.13, to the members only update, that is. I said this earlier too in my other two updates. I've already done this, the third update for the general public. So I put a lot of updates out for you guys, and I plan on doing like 4 or 5 updates a day for the general public. I think I'm going to up it a little bit, because when we have moving times, I like to do more updates. So that's just who I am. So, like I said, with XRP, we already came down to the 113, guys. That's why I say my lines are time tested. I'm the best in the business. Lewis, they're allowed to go between the lines. Lewis, how would I have known if it couldn't go between 118 to 113, Lewis? But my lines are time tested, Lewis. And what that means, Lewis, is when we come down to support, we cap it, Lewis. There's nobody else who can give these numbers to you. They can give you a general area. I give you the direct numbers that it can hit when it drops. Period. $1.23. I sat down to $1.13. I came on for the members only if you guys took the time to watch it. And I said $1.13 after the close at $1.18. It'd be an immediate quick drop. And that's exactly what happened. We closed under $1.18. What happened? Right away, right after the close, we came down to $1.13. Now we've recovered a little bit, but here's the problem, guys. Now, when we come back up with XRP, you're going to see, like I told the members, you come back up and then what? You bounce this line at $1.18, $1.20, and then you come right back through, and then you're down to $1.08, or even worse, $1.06. But this is why you need to be a member of Tom's Army. You need to view every single video I do. You need to tune out the FUD, because every single person I know was bullish. Except for like Vincenzo's gold crypto investing, but he does his own thing. So, but everybody I see on YouTube is always bullish on this. Always never telling the truth about XRP. And again, I told everybody, be careful, because just this drop, if you had bought in here because everybody's telling you to buy in, you know, that's a 7%. That's liquidating you out. You're not holding that position. Even if it rallies from here, you're not holding it. So the bottom line is you need to watch my videos. Pay attention to the support resistance line. Join Tom's Army, because that is the only real way to stay on top of things before it happens. So now with XRP, we have to see if we can even hold $1.18 when we get back up there. Now I fear we're going to work our way back up, guys. But like I said before, that was working on a bear pennant. And now the fact it dropped. Now if you start to see this, okay, we dropped. We start correcting up. That's another bear pennant, and you're just going to come right back. So this is where it can start to get a little ugly here, unless we can pick up some volume. But like I said earlier, there's no volume coming in like we need. And this looks eerily similar to the last time we collapsed, and we brought the charts out for weeks. We've talked about how it has the exact same setup. And now it's this all-enticing, you know, double top on Bitcoin that came. And now everybody's going to get wrecked if they're not paying attention to the market. There's going to be buying opportunities to IQ. I apologize. I'm just recording this video. But there's going to be opportunities to buy here, but you got to do it at the right time, guys. You've got to do it at the right time. Otherwise, you start to get wrecked. And what we can look at, though, is where we get these wicks, and this is what I look at. I'm not saying it's anything. I just like to look, okay, so these couple wicks, one here, one here, one here. Well, the one thing is they're up. The problem is we're not going as high each. You know, we gave up here. Like I said, it looked like we were building a head and shoulders pattern there. Now we came down through this formation. Now the question is does the $1.13 hold? And not just that, there's another thing here, guys. This is why this line is going to be important. Now, you see that blue descending line? The question is, can we even get past there to get back to $1.18? And this is where you get the fake hook. And that's why I love how my lines are. Because now you come up here, is it going to go past here and even be able to come back up here? Or does it continue to get rejected, bounce back and forth here, and then just break through? That's what we need to watch, and that's the importance of that line right there. I personally think after this is all said and done, we're coming down to 73 cents. Sometime, I don't know when it's going to be. I don't like to put dates because then everybody just holds it to you, and you can't win when you put a date down because no matter how good the technical analysis, everybody just gets a hard on for the exact date. So I don't do dates. I just think, like I said, by October, we would see something forming, October 31st. And after that, it'd become very apparent and we would start to crash. We haven't started to crash yet, but it's certainly becoming apparent that we've rounded this top. And unless we get some serious momentum up, we're going to break down because we're in a rising wedge. And now we broke out of it. Or a rising channel, however you want to interpret the market, we broke out of it. So now we started rounding the top, and it's been going on. And we had our push up. We couldn't get back up to the top of 68.5. So now if we break down any farther, we're going to go down to the next level. And this whole consolidation on Bitcoin is going to be nothing more than a continuation pattern to the downside. And it's going to end down at like 53. If this breaks down with this kind of continuation, if it breaks up, God help us. We have 77,000 Bitcoin likely, 74 to 77,000. My fear is this is a continuation pattern to the downside, and it would lead us right down to $53,000 if it's a continuation to the downside. And if it goes any farther here, ladies and gentlemen, we're in some difficult waters here because if we break down past that 61.8, you got 60,271, but that's it. We already broke through 62,991. There's not much in between here and under 60K. And then there's only 3 spots that can hold us from that 53,000, and the lower you get, you're basically there anyhow. So pay attention to this update because this can become very urgent very quickly. If XRP can't get itself together and break back over my descending blue line, that now is becoming resistance when it was support for so long. Look how far this descending line was support, and now it's on the bottom side of it, guys. That's what you need to pay attention to. Resistance, flipped to support, oh, came back down, still using the old support, downtrending support, but then it came through right here. And now, if you bring it into the smaller time frame, it hasn't got over, guys. That's why I say I'm the best in the business because this is like a cheat sheet. It's like a cheat sheet. So if you do it right, you're going to be one step out of the market. Hit that like button. Do me proud. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new or returning. And if you want to, join Tom's Army. Get that exclusive content. Get the emoji badges of me being abducted by aliens and so on. The 6-month badge just got released. So there's a slew of people that are 6 months. We're trying to grow the station. Share this far and wide. Most accurate technical analysis. No bullshit. No FUD. Don't give a fuck. I just want you to get the proper information. That's all I want. This is historical data. It will always be that way. The fact you guys are watching it makes me proud, and the fact you push my content, but I need more eyes. Make sure to hit that like button. Get into it. Comment on the video. Tell me, when do you think XRP is going to go? Are we going to continue to be bullish, or are we going to crash down? Do you think the bull run is going to continue, which I don't even think it was. I think it was a bull trap. Or do you think we're in a bear cycle? That's all I want to know. Bullish or bearish? That's all you have to type. Bullish or bearish below.